Hey, what's up, guys? This is SYM, and you're about to listen to the very first episode of the POW podcast. Before we get into it, I want to just put a disclaimer and throw this out there. Chris's Latin Prince, aka Chris Morales, his microphone was not on during this podcast, so you won't be hearing from him in this episode. There's some audio issues there. You will not be hearing him, so instead you will just be hearing Wolf, Draskell, and myself in this episode. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to a lot of our supporters who have just been there since day one. First and foremost, I got to give a quick shout out to T-Ravenous25, aka the man behind Bushido Pro. Go check out his channel, TO Gaming channel. We will have a link to his channel there. You can also go check out Warzone Wrestling from our good friend Wade War. We're going to have his channel there. They got a lot of good stuff, really good stuff from Warzone Wrestling. I'm a big fan. I do commentary there sometimes. Go check them out. Also, I want to check out BYU Wrestling from John Carter. John's been there since day one for us. Really go support that. And also, check out NOW from Justin Massacre, New Origin Wrestling. Really good shit. Good shit from all of our people. And finally, you want to go check out Not Say Pro Wrestling from Tyler Steele. And you also want to be on the lookout for BOW from Tyler Steele, a new league coming soon. And can't forget our good friends at OT3, Butterslug, Quay. We love you, man. Thank you guys for supporting us. And also, want to give a shout out to my friend Hefe Pepe. Go check out his gaming channel. Hefe is a good guy. Him and his cousin Traycon, great people. Really good dudes. Please, 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 please go check out all of these affiliates. And if I'm forgetting anybody, I'm so sorry. Let's get into the episode.
On top of that, Draskell had our fucking happy white asses sitting outside in the fucking Nebraska heat in the middle of fucking summer. Flies and shit all in my fucking food.
Hey, it was nice out, I thought, but then he was like, he was like, you fucking dumbass.
So yeah, we went out there, waste our fucking time. So I was like, okay, we're gonna go to Walmart and go home because I wanted to get a new canoe. That was one of those inflatable ones. So we got that, went to the gas station, and I'm sitting there pumping gas, and TJ's sitting in the back seat, my wife's sitting in the front seat. So I'm like, oh, I'm about to moon the fuck out of him. So surely enough, I pull down the trousers and whip out them white ass cheeks. And surely enough, he was not the only one who's seen dead ass. There was a guy in the pump next to us, like left of us, and this motherfucker seen everything and just lost it.
Oh, he said, hey.
He seen my whole ass. He went, oh! I left and I pumped the gas of whatever was left, and I fucking hopped in the car and sped off. And I forgot to make the pump stop, so somebody charged my card $70 that day too.
He said, "Hey, slow down back there. You're going too fast." Yo, Draskell said he didn't look, but he came up with the conclusion that you had Chewbacca cheeks or something.
I don't even know how the fuck that even got started. I didn't even say someone had hairy cheeks. You guys were talking about hairy cheeks, and I just thought of Chewbacca cheeks. Yeah, and brought up the fucking part where I almost got a full glimpse of that motherfucker's ass. I was like, hey, put them shits away.
Man, the thing is, I don't even have an ass, so if I would have stood up like about 2 more inches, you would have seen butthole.
Yo, that's what Chris said. That's what Chris said. That's what Chris said. Chris said you ain't got no ass. Anyway.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Welcome to POW, where we talk about ass cheeks.
That's gonna be Chawi, CAWWEE. EE again. 23. Don't forget to subscribe. It's only $20 a month. I ain't got that, so
moral of the story. Moral of the story is subscribe to Wolf's OnlyFans and shit.
Yo, if Bella Thorne can get fucking $2 million for not even showing a tit, I can get that for fucking showing no ass.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Well, all right, look, I got to stray us into the right direction here, all right? So let's talk about some POW shit. You know, first and foremost, fellas, before anything, let's try to keep this conversation to like reviewing what's happened with the shows, because we're gonna do another podcast. We're gonna do like a year anniversary podcast where we just shoot and we just go ham and we go fucking crazy on everybody. All right. So October 26th, that is the 1 year anniversary. October 26th, we're going to be doing that. All right. So a 1 year podcast, we're going to all try to get together and we're just going to fucking shoot for as long as can be. I want to make this podcast like an hour long. I don't want this to be a bullshit ass podcast where there's fucking echo in the background, ground. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying.
Hello. How are you?
We don't run a sloppy shop.
Yeah, we don't run no sloppy shop. Our audio is good. All right. So look, let's talk about Reckoning. Let's go back and talk about our first big show, Reckoning. 600 views and counting. I think we're at like 640, 660 now.
Like 649, I believe. Yeah.
I'm still baffled, dude.
Yeah, me too, bro. I mean,
I am and I'm not.
Yeah,
like, well, I kind of expect us to. I didn't expect us to draw them kind of numbers this early, but like, damn, did we fucking take the reins from what we had? We built up from where we was, and it's fucking astonishing, to be honest.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree. And I told you guys, like, I said this, and I still uphold this. I was not expecting anything more than like 50 views. Like, I would have been cool with 50, right? Like, that was my goal. And first week, 500. Like, fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's fucking insane. Even I was like, how the fuck did this shit happen?
How did that shit happen? Right? Yeah, oh, he's glitching. No, but like, seriously, man, like, I was not expecting us to get that many views, and I gotta really thank all of you guys, because you guys really promoted the shit out of it. Like Draskell and Chris and, Wolf, you guys all promoted it, and you all really got it out there, and all of that hard work really paid off. And I also gotta thank our roster. Like, our roster, fucking the people that have been there since day one, like Lennon and John Carter and Justin and Wade Ward, people that have been supporting us since day one, since the beginning. Hell, I'll even thank Juster, people like that. They are really the reason why we're kind of successful, why we're successful. Mm-hmm. And I just think it's fucking awesome. Like, we have exceeded expectations, and we've done it in less than a year, man. Less than a fucking year. Like, we're not even at a full year yet. And it just blows me away. So, thanks.
We're at like, our highest like videos, like 21 likes, I believe.
Our highest like? Yeah. Yeah,
and that was last pay-per-view we had. That was fucking Apocalypse.
Yeah, we're getting up there, man. We're getting up there. And I think it's really cool that, we came in with so much momentum, and to be honest, I feel like we've matched that momentum with the quality of like Vendetta episodes and with the quality of our pay-per-views. They've definitely gotten
better. Like, not only the editing quality, but like just the overall productivity of match types too. Like people's performances stepped up because we had no choice but to give them these kind of matches, and everybody fucking, they took the ball and they did the mile fucking with it straight up.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Like
some of these stars, I still don't understand like how some of these stars like go like this. Like, example, Lennon is a fucking one of a kind athlete.
Oh, yeah.
John Carter, Justin Massacre. The list can go on, dude.
For real.
Slug and Sparks. We haven't got to see much of them as of late. As correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
they just made their debut.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. I'm excited to see that. I'm fucking extremely hyped for the tag team division, as it's probably the strongest that I've seen the tag team division ever. As the other companies I've been in, not the best. I'm hyped to see it. Tag team wrestling is what I initially signed my first CAW contract on, and it's what I'll sign the dotted line on as my last match. Like,
right.
That's where my love fell in for this sport.
Oh yeah. I mean, and we really place emphasis on it. You know, I mean, the whole storyline, to go back to Reckoning, the whole storyline has become Wolf and Draskell. You know, since then, that was the story that I knew I wanted to tell as the main focal point. You know, I mean, what are we gonna do? Fucking just jump into our first episode and have like a big faction fucking attack and take over the roster? Like, that'd be stupid. You guys, the story I knew I wanted to tell from the get-go. You know, I knew I needed to redeem, you know, the dissatisfaction and the disservice that you guys received elsewhere. And I wanted to give you guys the closure as opponents that you wanted, because your story means a lot to me. There's a lot of history there. You want to talk about tag teams, EOP, man, Empire Pain, bro. Like, that's the first thing that comes to mind when we think tag teams, and the way that we set it up from the start at the press conference all the way up to Apocalypse, which just happened. I love that. I love that storyline, and the promos you guys cut on like all those episodes, fucking fire, just pure fire. The best storytelling, it does a full circle, you know, it does a full 360, you know, like the full, it leads you back to where you started. And from the first fucking thing that we saw, you know, at the press conference, Wolf spreading his arms out, looking up at the ramp to me. Then you got Reckoning, Draskell attacking Wolf, doing the same thing, having his arms up at the ramp. And then finally, when they come together at Apocalypse, they're doing it together. And I love that. I love that detail, and I love that storytelling. And as you said, Chris, it's even kind of like going beyond that as well, because there's more details than just that little thing that I put in there. Like, in terms of stories, I like to leave it open for the future, you know, because you never know. I mean, we're like a hybrid of PvP and Sim. So when it comes to the competitive shit, we never know who's going to win, right? But I like to book smart, and I like to lead it open so that eventually we can say, oh shit, this person beat this person. Well, this person beat this person in the main event, and that's when it counts most. So you can lose, but look, you always have that momentum there behind you, you know? So like John Carter, for example, he's been on a losing streak, so to speak. He came in with a winning streak. Like, he still has those wins where it counts. He won at Reckoning. You know, he put on a damn match with Draskell. He still looks strong. And people were asking me, why didn't you have Wade Ward squash him? I'm like, I can't do that. Like, John Carter, he's the fucking real deal, man. I'm not going to have him get squashed and just made to look like a loser, you know? Like, it would entirely kill his credibility, you know? I mean, look, we crack jokes and we bullshit with JC, but let's be real, guys. Like, I don't think any of us want to be at the top of the mountain of POW forever. And I think that guys like John Carter are definitely going to fucking take over soon, you know? And they're going to end up taking the spots of like a King Wolf, of a Draskell. You know, if I want to take a step back, you know, take my spot, or like, you know, Chris, we haven't seen your full potential just yet, but I'm going to drop a little tease, and I'm going to drop a little tease and say that, you know, while episodes 1 through 4 of Vendetta were all about EOP, I think 5 through 8, man, you're going to see a lot of Aladdin Prince. So, but, you know, again, John Carter, guys like that, they're going to be the future of POW. So we got to keep their credibility there. But yeah, so the original question was like, what did you think about the show of Reckoning? And I'm gonna let you all talk about that. So go ahead.
Reckoning's where it all started, dude. Like, it opened up so many eyes, because I may be out of it. Hold on. Maybe I am. Reckoning was the very first pay-per-view, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. All right. I'm not all the way out of it. It's what made us different, because we we all came from the same territory, is the word I'll use for this one. We all came from the same territory and all had a bad taste in our mouth. And for some, including myself, how do I word this? It killed our passion. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be straight up and upfront about this and kind of rough around the edges. I still am... I'm still stinging about how it ended. I'm still not happy about how everything didn't tie up perfectly and how things went out. But I mean, I guess that's, you live and you learn. Yeah, that's business. Straight up, it is. It sucks that it is that way. I wish it wasn't. I do miss some of the old days where we had some of the old G's there with us, giving us those memories. And to be honest, this may come to a shocker to you guys, but I ain't got a lot of years left on me. That may be the reason why I don't. I know behind scenes I haven't been very vocal, nor in the locker room, and it's kind of got something to do with it. And when Reckoning happened, I still had that mentality, and it all changed, because this may sound corny, but let it be that, because it lit the fire back inside me. It told me that there's something still burning there, something that we had to fucking define ourselves by. We had to get that rebound back. That's what it fucking means to me. Like, it's CAW. It's a hobby, okay? But this is my escape from reality. And I am damned to fucking defy who I am. I'm not going to let, as I've said before, some fucking bald-headed, Dolomite-looking motherfucker tell me who the fuck I am and what the fuck my legacy is. So that's why I went all in. That's why I joined the company. And that's why I became CWGP champion. And now that Drasko's champion, shut the fuck up, Chris, I ain't done. Now that Drasko's champion, it opens up these doors too. Because when I was CWGP champion, I wanted to be against every person that I could. I want to face some of these new guys: Slug, Sparks, fucking Massacre, JC, Hefe, Oliver Knight. I hate that fucking name. And Chris, SYM. I want to face all of them. Like I said, I don't have many years left. But matches like the ones that I had with SYM at Reckoning is why that fire still burns inside.
Oh, yeah, man. That match was awesome, by the way. The inspiration for that match, and I told you straight up, Okada versus Omega, that hour-long match that they had, I wanted that to be the first main event that we had in POW. I wanted an hour-long match of us just going in, and we got like 50 minutes to an hour, and for me, that was my first match back in CAW, like, seriously, you know, like, because before Reckoning and before POW, I hadn't touched a game since 2K14. So this is me. That was my first introduction back into shit. And boy, man, like, it was just fun. It was such a fun match. And every time I go back and I rewatch it, like I was telling Drasko and Chris this when we tried to do this before, but every time I went back and I rewatched it, I wanted a different outcome. I'm like, I can beat Wolf. I know I can. Like, I'm like, come on, beat him. But then every single time I watch it, you win. And it's like, fuck, man. Like, I'm invested in the match. You know, that's just what I'm trying to say. And to your, you know, to your favor, bro, you're the real deal. All right. Like, I didn't let you win that match. That was me and you going back and forth serious. You know, we didn't know who was going to be the first champ. You know, I didn't plan that. We didn't sim it. Like, we let each other hit moves and we extended the match out. But when it came down to it, when I was like, all right, gloves are off, try to win, that's what we both did. And you were the better person and you were the one that won. And in my opinion, you deserve it. And I think you were fucking fantastic as the first CWGP champion. So.
Yeah, and to kind of wrap that up, like, that's what we had to fight, because we didn't want the World Championship, the CWGP Heavyweight Championship. We didn't want it to mean, oh, this belt could be passed around from fucking person to person. No, we wanted to build this credibility around it, this ultimate goal. Like, this is what you want to be. This is, because the ultimate goal for me, like, in the actual professional wrestling world, it was the NWA's heavyweight championship, the 10 pounds of gold. I wanted to have, like, some kind of that kind of credibility. Like, you get it what I'm trying to fucking say.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Oh yeah, absolutely. You wanted this title to really mean something, to have value everywhere in CAW, and I feel the same way. I mean, in CAW, of course, you got a lot of sim groups that just fucking hand their titles to whoever. You have people that vote for who should be their champion. Our style's a little bit different. There's a whole credibility that comes with it, and there's opportunity, and you have to prove yourself, really, but we have to start it off. We have to start off the baton by passing it to one of us, because when you're first starting a promotion, who can you really count on? You can only count on the core people, and we were the core people at the time. I know Chris, man, this fucking guy, Chris, went through hell communicating with some of the people when we first started POW. Like, seriously. Went through fucking hell. And maybe we'll get more into that when we do the 1-year anniversary, but when he was reporting back to me like, hey, I'm having difficulty getting with this person or this person or this person, I'm like, all right, then that just solidifies what we have to do. Like, we have to start it off with us. Now we have a growing roster, and now I can see any one of our people fucking dethroning whoever to get the throne, dethroning Draskell to get the title, So, once again, I think you did a damn good job with that title.
My shiny metal boots, son.
Hey, man, look, man, on Saturday I'm going to whoop your fucking ass and take your belt, son.
Well, you better step your fuck back, partner.
You guys are a bunch of marks, and you guys pass the title around, and it's just a top 4. And let me tell you something. The Buffalo Wing Soldier is the best champion ever, too.
He got a whole ass fucking turkey in his ass or something.
So, there we go. That's our opinion. Draskell and Chris, you got anything to add to that? Like, what did you guys think of Record?
It was all good. Like Chris said, like, why the fuck? Why would you start off the kickoff show with some people that you've never even fucking heard of? Yeah, it's good to fucking get names that aren't out there yet, but that's what the POW Live is for and shit like that. But if you're gonna have a pay-per-view, you need to have the big names as like the main events or the co-main events, because people already know who they are. And yeah, as for like storytelling, all of it was fucking good for a start. Who did Chris fight again? I'm sorry, it's been a long time.
Yeah,
who are you again?
Tyler Steele. Yeah. But, like, look, man, once again, I don't mean to cut you off, but once again, the YouTube title, let's look at that. That title, bro, I can't separate you from that title. Like, every time I think YouTube title, I think Latin Prince. And that's crazy because, correct me if I'm wrong, Wolf, but at one point, when you heard YouTube title, you thought Tyler Steele, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
No, and it goes back to, like, what I mean, like, championships have to have meaning. Like, that championship has meaning. It's got meaning to Chris. It's got meaning to Tyler Steele and everybody, because they want to be the top. They know who they have to be on top. Like, I have students right now that I've been working with, like, example, Tyler Steele, a graduate of the King Wolf Dojo, as you would say. Justin Massacre is working with me currently, and it's these stars that go to a lot of the older talent. Not saying that we're old. I mean, fuck, I'm old. But anyways, yeah, we're all fucking old. I stand up and I can hear my shit popping. But yeah, like, they go to us because they know that we're knowledgeable. They know that we know how to run the show. We know how to be a champion. We know how to be a star. How to walk, how to talk, how to fucking feel, how to think, and how to fucking make you look like $1 million and smell like $1.50.
Oh yeah, very true.
Hey,
hold on now. This motherfucker
make sure you guys are paying attention.
This motherfucker spitting. This motherfucker
you missed it.
here.
When Draskell started talking about the show about Reckoning, I was like, motherfucker wasn't on the card.
I was I wasn't on the card, but I was
He was hiding under the ring, waiting for me to fucking bend over.
Oh, that's not.
Let's see what this OnlyFans about.
Hey.
I hope you clean that title after I hit you with it, because I think I forgot to wash my hands.
Oh god.
He said, "Fuck paying $23.99. I'm getting this shit for free."
Where the fuck is the hand sanitizer?
This is not enough to wipe my ass with.
What the fuck? Wait a minute. All right, let me. Hey, hold on now. All right, now, hold on. So, Draskell, did you finish your thought about Reckoning, or?
I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. I was just gonna say it was a good starting point in the way that me and Wolf's story ended was pretty fucking amazing. And that's not the only thing that's gonna happen, though.
So let's just briefly talk about our favorite moments from Vendetta that we've had so far. As we look forward to episode 5, what is everybody's favorite moment between 1 through 4?
Dude, hands down, it's Wolf's promo in the empty arena.
Oof, I agree.
That's number one.
For me, I gotta say, and I brought this up last time, I think my favorite moments so far have been 3 moments stick out to me. The moment where I turn heel and I hit Tyler Steele with that chair, because I know, Chris, when you saw that, you told me, you're like, bro, I thought you were going to hit me with it for a second.
Not gonna lie, I actually thought you were going to hit him too.
Same.
That one stands out to me, the me turning heel and hitting Steele with the chair. I thought that was really cool how I did it, and I just like the swerve. I like the swerve, man, because like you guys said, none of you expected me to hit Steele with that chair. You guys all thought I was going to hit Chris, and I thought that was a good swerve, because here's my character running to the ring, fucking taking the chair away from Chris. I'm like, no, let me do it. Bam. Whose side is he on?
It ain't no bam, son. It's blah,
blah, blah.
Fight for your life.
Oh yeah, and we like them gunshots, bro. The chair shots sounded like gunshots. Like, that was good shit. And I got to give homage to 2-Man Power Trip, Chris. I told you that was my inspiration for that one. 2-Man Power Trip, Triple H, Stone Cold. When they formed 2-Man Power Trip, they were just beating the shit out of people with them chairs. That was my inspiration, man. But that's one of my favorites, and my second favorite's going to be Draskell's promo in the woods. I thought that was fire too. I like that promo because, like I told you, it reminds me of Jake the Snake, like some old school Jake the Snake shit. You know, you coming out of the woods, you being all cryptic and shit, kind of intimidating. When you're talking to Wolf, because that's who your promo's directed towards. So that one is my second favorite, and my first favorite, Charlie, bro. Dog, we already talked about this.
It's his promo, huh?
His
promo, dude. I messaged him right after I heard the promo. I was like, yo, you almost made me cry, dude. Come on,
Dude, that fucking promo in the empty arena, because I told you, I'm like, look, the setting's the empty arena. I just make it impactful, make it emotional, and dog, that's going to go down as the best promo I've ever seen, like, in CAW, ever, like, bar none. That was fucking crazy how you did that, man. That was crazy.
And like the whole storyline between me and him too. It's just like it's more like I'm playing as like the guy that doesn't show any sympathy, and he's trying to play the one like that's fucking dying for this shit, and I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna beat your ass and shit like that.
That's what that was.
Right? Wait, that's the promo where you said 6 long years.
6 years! 6 long years!
It's like one of those callbacks too, because it goes back to I'm pretty sure I brought up every single piece of history that I could find in my head of like how me and Draskill's been fighting all over the world and in different territories, and how it calls back to me saying I signed my contract for tag team wrestling, and it shows my drive for it. It shows my passion for it. It shows where I want to be.
Right.
Yeah, like I've said this since we first started. It's kind of, we didn't like sign contracts together or fucking shit like this, but we said we were coming in this shit together. We'd come out together, and that's exactly why I loved how you put me in at the end attacking him, and how it ended. That's, I don't know, the complete story behind it. I'd say a lot more, but I don't like fucking mentioning that other company, you know, that shit.
Hey man, you guys are gonna get me some fucking Twitter heat, bro. I'm about to wake up to fucking tweets saying all kinds of crazy shit. You know they're mad over there, but well, hey, let's stop. Let's gather ourselves. Let's save this shit for the 1 year. The 1 year show, we're gonna fucking let loose. We're gonna shoot, but. For you to cut that promo, and a lot of people ask me, well, how'd you do it in the empty arena? I straight up did it through fucking video editor or whatever that they have in the game. You can make it to where people aren't there, but I felt that you cutting that promo in front of people wouldn't make it as emotional. It's like, if you're in an empty arena, it's like you're in your head. You're in your zone, you know? You're sitting there, like, thinking about this, reflecting on it, and what better way to do it in a fucking wrestling ring?
Yeah,
you know?
that's kind of how I felt about it too. It wasn't just because wasn't like him just cutting a promo in an empty arena. It's like he was in his head. I was all over that shit. I muted every single one of you as soon as he started talking. It was that fire.
Yeah, that promo right there is tip top, best promo we've had in POW yet, and I hope we can all set the bar. Chris, bro, look, you need to fucking give us the best promo ever, bro. Like, if you need to sit down and write something and think, go ahead. You say whatever you want. I know you can cut the fucking best promo in the world. We just need it in POW, man. We just need it, you know? We've been doing a lot of putting ourselves over, but I think for this next topic, we're going to have to really dive deep in and give some credit to the newer guys on the roster. Are you guys impressed with anybody? Is there anybody that really sticks out to you that you guys see having big potential?
Slug and Sparks.
Slug and Sparks, yes. The first time I fucking faced Slug off screen, it was fucking amazing. It was, I don't know, the way the match ended. He fucking. I thought I was going to be able to pin him, but he ended up finishing the match where he put he broke the fucking ring entirely, and that shit was fucking amazing. That's why I recommended him to join us. That shit was. Then you got Sparks. He's fucking quick. He knows how to put combos together. He knows when to fucking reverse a maneuver. He's the real deal.
So that's, you got Slug and Sparks. Wolf, you said Slug and Sparks for the same reasons, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Cool. Shout out to Lennon, first of all. This isn't a spoiler. We already put the match card out. Wolf and Lennon got a match coming up that's coming out on Saturday. Wolf, do you have any opinions on Lennon?
Lennon is one of those dynamic stars. I don't consider any of the stars superstars. I consider them dynamic stars. As this dude fucking made me feel like a younger King Wolf. Like, he's hungry for challenge, and he's damn good. Like how I mentioned all the rest of the stars, like I mentioned Slug and Sparks, Lennon's up on my list too. Like, these are the people that I see in years when we're not here around, that these young Thundercats can fucking take over, take the reins, while we sit back and like, goddamn, this is what we did.
I agree. Yeah.
Like, Lennon, not saying anything on Chris. Actually, I am. Chris, I see Lennon beating your ass with that title. Straight up. I think if you take a one-on-one championship match to Lennon, that we're going to see the fucking new champion. Who's tag team champions again?
Dirtbag and Scumbag.
Okay. Oh, speaking of them bitches, fuck them hoes.
Oh, all right. Okay. Hold on.
Okay, now, I wasn't trying to shoot or nothing. I don't know if they had a tag team match or not. I've been out of the loop.
No worries. But back to the whole thing. There's a few guys I see huge potential in. I'm surprised none of you guys mentioned Wade War. Like,
I was gonna say we have actually a fucking pretty good bunch. Wade War was gonna be the next guy that I mentioned first. I was hyped as soon as the teaser started coming out. I was like, oh shit, someone's about to get their ass whooped, and God forbid, look what happened. Sorry, John Carter.
Wade and John were supposed to have a match at Reckoning. They had taped a match. It didn't go as long as it needed to, so I scrapped it. And I held off. I told Wade, look, bro, I'm going to air vignettes for you. I'm going to hype you up, and you're going to get this big debut. They finally have their match at Apocalypse, and his debut was fucking huge. Like, shout out to Wade War. Wade's my top guy. He's number one in my book in terms of guys. I don't mean to cut you off of your list, but Wade is number one for me.
So, no, I beg to differ for number one. Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of him on like the shows or anything, but Slug is number one. He's number one. He's got charisma. He's got he's funny as fuck. He's good in ring. I don't know. He takes the number one spot for me. Then it'd be John, simply because maybe he looks like a fucking clown to most people, and he's like just a funny guy. He's getting mollywopped by badass Spider-Man, but when he gets in that ring, he's looking to fuck you up, and he's just fucking amazing in ring. And 3, Wade War, of course, because like I said, fucking as soon as the teaser started coming out, I was like, oh shit, and then when he popped out, and I hate how he had to do that to the boy, you know, John Carter, just lay him out like that. Just walk out.
What about you, Wolf?
So for me, my top 3 would start with, of course, my number 1, Tyler Steele.
Oh,
Tyler Steele is a prodigy, one of those mega stars.
Okay,
like he was not only a damn good heel, he's a fucking big baby face. I see him being in the CWGP Championship division. I see him continuing the YouTube champion division. Another guy, Justin Masker. Everybody has their says about him. They have their opinions about him. I see so much potential in him, and I'm working with him currently to unlock that potential in him, because I know that he can go. I know that he can cut a good promo. He just got to be put in the right direction.
Right.
And with the right tutelage, I feel as if he can be the next megastar too.
Right. Okay.
And 3, you know, I would say one person, but Slug and Sparks, I would count them as one, as they're a tag team. This one's gonna be a little different though, because we haven't seen too much of them yet. Keyword yet. This is off screen of what I've seen of them, what they can do, their chemistry, how they work, how they talk, how they walk, all the good stuff. And they run the whole 9 yards. The face in the tag team division, outside of EOP, they're probably the best tag team we have. And that's all, folks. Thank you for joining us on the POW podcast.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on now. I gotta give my top 3 first and foremost. Before we start shooting. All right. Look, my top 3. All right. My top 3. Number 1 I already said was Wade War. I think he's going to be a huge star. I think dude's funny as hell. Wade, you guys, if you've been in the chat with him, you know Wade's one of the funniest fucking guys on the planet. Like, the milkman shit, I don't know what else to say. He's just a fucking goofball. So he's got so much charisma, untapped charisma, and I forgot which one of you was with me, but we got to see Wade and Slug go 1-on-1, and that was a really interesting match. Yeah, that was fucking fun. That was good shit. But Wade's my number one. Number two, I'm going to have to give it to John Carter. Of course, man. John has, man, he's going to be fire. He's going to be fire. You guys aren't going to want to miss what happens with John Carter and Vendetta. And number three, I'm surprised none of y'all mentioned one of these guys, but Hefe and Traycon, bro. Hefe and Traycon, they've been the main reason why I've gotten better at this game. And those two guys, they're really going to set it on fire. Oliver Knight and Traycon, whenever they debut as a tag team, it's going to be some good shit. And we're going to see Hefe on Vendetta. He's gonna fucking make his debut. I haven't put the announcement out at the time of this recording, but I'm gonna put that out later on tonight. So that's about it though. That's my top three. Hefe is going to be a big deal, and I'm just excited for the future of POW. Hopefully on the next podcast, we can really go into more context with the newer guys and talk a little bit more about them. I think maybe that's what we should talk about instead of Chewbacca cheeks.
Yeah, but everyone on the roster has potential.
I agree.
Every single one.
Oh, yeah. No. Look, if you guys weren't included, let this light a fire up under your ass, man. If you felt some type of way that we didn't include you on the list and you're on the roster, fucking bring it, man. Bring it and prove that you can be number one. Because, look, anytime you put on a good match, you get props from me. You get pats on the back. Our whole roster is fantastic. You guys got guys like Colson Wells. I like Dirtbag and Scumbag after they won that tag match at Apocalypse Now, fair and square. Shout out to them. You got, Mason Harrison, Hack. Happy belated birthday, Hack. You're awesome, too. There's a lot of people on the roster that are just really fucking good. Like Wolf said, Justin Massacre, John Carter, Lennon, Wade Ward. The whole roster is good, top-notch good. And we got a lot of people coming in. So the future POW is bright. I want to close this out right now. And I just want to thank you guys for joining us, listening, whatever you got to do. Thank you for joining us for this podcast. Shout out to Wolf, Draskell, and Chris, all three of them making the time to come in. I know we all have busy schedules. Our shit never lines up, so this was really fun. And we are.
Be on the lookout. That's why I'm Smoke being a promo, but that's why I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it to his ass in the fucking next promo, so be on the lookout for that.
Be on the lookout. Vendetta episode 5 coming out tomorrow, since I'm going to drop this podcast on Friday. It's coming out tomorrow on YouTube. So please be on the lookout for that. It's going to be a good show. You're not going to want to miss it. We're back. That's it. That's how we dip out.
And there you have it. That's a wrap. That was the very first episode of the POW podcast, the Power of Wrestling podcast. I want to send a quick shout out to Latin Prince, aka Chris Morales. Even though we could not hear his audio in this episode, he will be back. We will hear him on episode 2. I also want to give a shout out to Charlie, aka King Wolf, and I want to give a shout out to Tyler, aka Draskell. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for doing this podcast with me. Thank you for being on this ride of POW with me. And to everybody that is listening, thank you for joining us on this ride. And we have more to come. Tomorrow is episode 5 of Vendetta. Please be sure to be there for that one. Be in the live chats with us. Have some fun with us. I hope you enjoy it. I really hope you enjoy that episode. And also for future podcasts, please go ahead, send some comments, send some questions that you want answered for future podcasts down below in the comment section. Please go ahead, do that. We want to hear your opinions. We want to hear your thoughts, and we want to answer some of your questions for sure. And don't worry, folks. We will have guests on future episodes. This isn't a one-time deal. We will have guests. Your voice will be heard. The POW roster will be heard. And I'm excited. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a great one. And we'll see you tomorrow for Vendetta episode 5.